Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. In this episode, we are going to be talking about Lokesh Kanakaraj's Kaithi starring Karthi. This film has a lot of similarities with the director's first and excellent film, Managaram. Both films have no songs. They're a very focused narrative, but they have borrowed film songs. Both films unfold over the course of a single night. And most importantly, we have the crosshatch structure. The screenplay is so precisely split between the various narrative threads that it's impossible to point out where the writing stops and where the editing begins. But Kaithi is a more dumbed down movie, and intentionally so. Lokesh, for instance, gives away the entire setup at the very beginning. The plot is about cops and drug lords and a huge consignment of cocaine. We know there are moles on both sides. We also know who those moles are. We have bounty hunters. We have an older version of the Hollywood trope of the rookie cop. Here he's played by George Marian, who's excellent. We have a bunch of hapless engineering students, and we have a little girl in a destitute home who has been told that a very important person is going to be visiting her in the morning. And we of course know who this very important person is. He is Dilli, he's played by Karthi, and he's whom the film is named after. He's a prisoner. Now every movie is a balance between what happens and how it happens. Kaithi again intentionally packs all the what into the beginning. The Karthi part of the story has him and a cop played by Narain undertaking an 80-kilometer journey in a lorry. Only Karthi can drive that lorry, and Narain is a cop who needs his help. But there is not an iota of suspense along the way. Even Karthi's flashback, as it happens, is utterly generic. So we are left with the how, which is essentially a series of set pieces, action set pieces, but they don't quite become the set pieces they could have been, and also the larger than life fights with Karthi in the center seem tonally at odds with the gritty texture that Lokesh Kanakaraj is going for. But what I missed more was the character building, because everyone stays the same from start to finish. This isn't about twists and shock reveals. This is basically about transforming these one-note types into flesh and blood people. So while writing this review, I asked myself, am I complaining too much? And I said, perhaps, because Kaithi is certainly a very sturdy star vehicle for Karthi, who is one of a few actors who can play both Clark Kent and Superman. There's a fantastic mass scene set around a swimming pool where this Dilli character sinks his teeth into a plate of biryani, and it's a fantastic bit of purely physical performance. But is Kaithi a sturdy Lokesh Kanakaraj vehicle, or for that matter, is it even fair to expect so much out of somebody who has just one film behind him? Isn't it enough that Kaithi, though overlong, is a fairly gripping genre piece with lots of thrilling moments and comedy? I don't know, because I'm really the kind of person who watches movies from the viewpoint of what this director has done, and for me filmmakers are far more important than actors. And given that way, I was always reminded of Lokesh Kanakaraj's interviews that he'd originally envisioned this movie with Mansur Ali Khan in his mind, and I kept thinking, now what would that Kaithi have been like? My job though is not to review what might have been, it is to review what is in front of me, and from that viewpoint, Kaithi is a perfectly serviceable, if generic, piece of entertainment. So a very happy Deepavali to all our viewers. The full review is up on the Film Companion website. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South, and see you soon at the movies.